entries are there anywhere. Okay, I cleared it, your name, your father name, address, phone numbers, email ID, everything. Okay, hope fine, right? Didn't I miss it, right? Anything? No, I didn't miss anything. Okay, first in the header part, start with your full name. Okay, and email ID. Email ID can be kept it in right side, you can keep it like this. Okay, and phone number, email ID are must along with your name. These three are mandatory. Okay, so LinkedIn ID also you can give. Okay, but when you are giving LinkedIn ID, okay, LinkedIn is most professional one. So nowadays, if anyone get in resume, na, immediately they will see the LinkedIn profile, not Facebook, WhatsApp and all. Okay, so in the LinkedIn, keep don't create it. If you keep it, okay, first of all, if you don't have proper experience, then don't keep it. Or if you keep it, then keep maintain your LinkedIn profile also. Okay, is matching with your defined experience here. You're understanding it. So let's say you kept 8 years here, and in 8 years you kept maybe all these companies, all these tools and all. Okay, but if I go here and then in LinkedIn I found like, okay, you updated yesterday and then you posted one post like, okay, excited to join in IT. You're getting what I'm trying to say? I'm seeing so many posts nowadays saying like, first today in IT career. Okay, excited to be part of this company. So those kind of posts you may get it, you may keep it. Correct?
Yes.
You're getting what I'm
Yes,
trying
sir.
to say, ma? When someone sees that and then compare your profile there, then it is a conflict. They will get to know about whether you have really experience or not. Okay. So when you mention LinkedIn profile, make sure that whatever the resume is having here, whatever the resume you are uploading in Naukri or the job profile, everything is aligned in the LinkedIn profile also. Or don't mention anything. Make it very general. First point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Everyone clear? Yes. Okay. Now see here, experienced in 8 years of ITSM service now admin. Where is development? Ma? Development is missing. Okay. So are you trying only with admin? Then yes, fine. They don't consider you for developments. You may get a little calls less. Okay. Incident management, data analysis, process improvements, quality functions. Okay, fine. Proven ability to manage a team and adapt the business requirements. So this particular statement is you. This is like a high level you. Okay. So when I read this particular thing, what I get a sense is you are a ServiceNow administrator. Just give me a second. You are a ServiceNow administrator with a little bit of leading knowledge, and also you have some data analysis knowledge, and you are belongs to testing also. Is that correct? Is my understanding correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here you didn't mention anything respect to a ServiceNow implementation, ServiceNow development. So that implementations development that should be here. That should be there here. Okay. Okay, fine. So skill set. This is good because ITL-V4. If you have ITL-V4, it gives little advantage. Like this gives a. It's not an advantage, but it gives a kind of impression that you know the ITSM process well. You know problem management, incident management, change management. Okay. Fundamental certified. We can mention CSA. Okay. Fundamental means okay. It is like admin CSA certificate. You can mention, or you can just give CSA abbreviation. Reporting. Advanced skill in reporting and dashboard, work as user management, okay, experience and configuration, business rules, okay, good workflows, service request, it's not service request, it's service catalogs, okay, creation of catalog items, record producer, user guide, it's not user guide, it's order guide, okay, the ability to lead business reviews, okay, quarterly reviews, so this is more like lead, okay, major incident, what is the difference between incident and major incident?
High priority incidents for customer.
No,
So
no,
anything that has an SLA.
It's okay, ma. No, no, it's okay, ma. We are not discussing it. Okay, so here you mentioned something that you know it, but you don't know it. So you need to review these kind of things. Okay, I'm reviewing as with respect to an interviewer. I am now an interviewer. Okay, my way of reading the words is how an interviewer will read and how he will get a impression. I don't want answers here. Okay, I'm just hitting it. That's it. Incident management, you got it. Profile in MS Office. This it is not required, ma. Okay, it is for freshers, we may give this kind of thing, MS Office, Excel, okay, these things. But for a experienced people, we don't keep these basic things. So please try to remove it. Okay, internal audits, good. Power BI reporting tool, yes, good. Process improvement, maybe you can elaborate little bit here. Agile mindset, agile agile methodology is fine, but I don't know what is mindset. I never heard it. Just please review this word. Okay, so on overall, this is good, but whatever you mentioned it, you should be knowing it. When I say major incident is not an incident. Even it don't store in incident table. Okay, so know it and then keep it. And also, it is not a user guide; it's order guide. So these kind of small things. Now, when I see this one, I can see few gaps here. And when I ask about it, you say something high priority incidents. No, it's not high priority incident. So I get little deviation. Okay, the content you posted here is not relevant to you. You're getting it, ma? So please keep the right wordings and whatever you know, you just keep it. That's it. Don't keep it unnecessary things. Maybe now you know integration, you know LDAP integration. Those things you can just keep it here. Two more lines. You can remove this one. Or if you kept it, know about it and then keep it. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Till this point? Okay. Everyone, till this point, any questions, ma? Don't ask questions. Sir, what is this? What is this? But what we discussed, the content or essence of this particular review, till this point is clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now, here in the email also be aware, don't create emails like okay, Anil, okay, yes, snow.com, Anil, okay, servicenow.com. Don't create like this. Okay, if your name is anil.mark, you just keep anil.mark, okay, maybe some prefix and then create properly. Okay, servicenow1.com, testqa.com, those kind of things, don't do it. You can keep it, but if I say anilmark.snow.com, then you created one for snow, and immediately we will get an impression that you are not a genuine guy. Okay, it is not directly proportional, ma, but it may give some chances. That's what my intention is. You are getting it,
Yes, sir.
everyone? Is this clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Snow, service now one, service now 1 2 3, snow 1 2 3. Okay, testing QA 1 2 3. Don't create like that. Okay. That's where the indication is. Just professionally create it. Anil dot mark. Okay, your maybe your something that like you just use that way. Yeah. Any questions, ma? Yes, no. Till this point. Okay. No. See here, the next important thing is experience. Experience. Okay, it follows last to first to last. That means current to previous. Okay. So from April 2022 to present, he is working with HCL technology. Okay. Now, you may get a question here like, okay, which is your parent company? Which is your payroll company? Is it HCL? This is what the meaning of this line. Okay. If yes, keep it. If no, then you need to justify saying HCL is my client and my payroll company is some XYZ, where you took the documentation for pay. Okay, you need to balance the wordings accordingly. Okay. Or you no need to keep the organization also. Maybe you can say, see, for maybe if you take some documentation from some consultancy, okay, and from that consultancy you directly work for a client. The client is a financial bank, so you can mention a financial bank name here, okay, and you can tell my payroll company is this one. No need to mention HCL if you don't have any proper evidence of HCL documentation. You're getting it, ma? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So please take care of it. Joined HCL as a technical specialist for ServiceNow and incident management. What is the meaning of this one, ma? So it is okay. So let it be. ServiceNow infra processing, activation process, change management, alert monitoring, so cab meeting. So this particular one is not a developer profile. It is just a support profile. Okay. So this is how it is indicating it. Good. Now, okay. So that is also just see the gap 2022 April to present. So that means from last 6 months you are not doing any development. This is what it is giving. Okay. Then May 19 to 29 here also ITSM, PI, Power BI. Okay, here I can see something. Okay, maybe it's related to ServiceNow. Good. And here this is completely non-ServiceNow. So this is again non-ServiceNow, non-ServiceNow. Okay. Academic records, it's fine, you can keep it, but not this much lengthy. Okay. What is the qualification? What is the percentage and where? That's it. Three are fine. So this small, okay, it is fine, ma. No objections here. This much of personal details is not required. Father name, house address, strengths, hobbies. Okay. This is more for fresher resumes, but for experienced resumes, now we no need to give. And declarations, okay, this is also not required. So this entire part can be trimmed. Fine, everyone. Academic goals, yes, maybe you can keep it. It gives little impression, but they don't care, ma. I, I'm, I'm just frankly telling with respect to how an interviewer. Okay, till this point they will see, and then they will just have a look, and then they just skip it. They not even read what you have mentioned here. Watching WWF, WWE, FIFA World Cup, that and all doesn't matter for them. You're understanding, ma? I'm not pointing to a specific person here. Okay, everyone. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I review this particular resume, I not even go for first round of interview also, ma. Why? Because it is giving a sense that you didn't do any development from last 6 months, and previous 1 year also you didn't mention any implement. See here, you mentioned something project. Okay, but if you see implementing training and coaching program for all teams, that is like a leading internal incident audit, that is also incident management support. Okay, and here if you see something support ServiceNow development team with admin tasks, so you just, this is 100% admin job, admin profile. Okay, so as I said so many times, admins, they don't prefer admins, ma. Chances will be 20% out of 100. You have to mention as a developer, and also you need to mention what you implemented specifically for a development. This is very important. Okay, so during this time for this particular client, I implemented this one, incident management. In the incident management, what you implemented? Just 2 lines. Okay, catalogs, created these many catalogs, developed these many workflows. Integration, this integration has been configured. So what is the purpose of the integration? 2 lines. Okay, so along with that, just keep 3 more lines like followed agile methodology. Okay, to cover all the agile life cycle, team, good team player. Okay, and mentor the team members, freshers, something, all and all you can keep it. You're getting it? Yes, no, this point is
Yes,
clear,
sir.
my
Yes,
everyone.
sir.
So this is the review of this particular resume. Okay, and now second part is, okay, everyone are asking one question, sir, how to explain your self introduction. So by the time we may get a basic idea what you are, what you will be. Correct? Yes or no?
So before that, can you take a question?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
Oh,
please. Please take the questions for next
five,
five,
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Uh, my question is for admin. Uh, it's okay. For development, you said implementation. So when they say what you implemented, you said, right, 2 lines. 2 lines for each of the
hmm
application, like incident, problem, change. What do you suggest?
Yes, for incident management. Yes, ma'am. You will be explaining very brief in the resume. You can't explain everything, right? POC here. So, for incident management, what you implemented? Loaded the data from Jira. Okay. Made an integration between these two platforms to get the data. Okay. And then created these many fields, these many logic, these many things. So, it's a high level overview. And you can just also mention like the scope of the project, like it went for 3 months or 6 months of project.
Okay.
So like for that same client, you did along with incident management, you did so many things, other thing, created maybe 100 catalog items. You did some automations in the catalog items. So you just frame your technical activities in wordings, saying I did this.
Oh,
Correct? No? Did I answer your question, ma?
and all of this in the agile method of developing.
That depends, ma. Maximum we will use agile methodology. That is a preferable one. If you want to maybe try something with other methodologies also, you can just learn it and then just say we followed Kanban methodology. Then they will ask you what is Kanban. Then they will ask you what is the difference between Kanban and Agile. So you should be ready to face all the questions. Then
Yep.
right? Correct, na?
Yep.
So yes ma, any other questions in this particular resume part before I go and explain how to explain self introduction and project? Any questions from anyone? Mrs. D,
No, sir.
Sumit? Okay. Mrs. Mr. Yes, Alma, everyone, Miss. I'm not seeing the names, but everyone. Any questions here in the resume part?
Yes, one question,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir,
If
we're good to go.
Question, please.
if we have career gap more than 3 to 4 years, then how we can tackle it?
Can you please speak little louder, ma,
If
please?
we have career gap,
We have career gap of three to
yeah,
four years. Yes. Then
then how
any
to
question?
tackle it? That means
Are you going with the real time experience? Let's say you have 5 years of IT career experience,
yeah.
okay, and then somehow after 5 years you got 3 years of gap. Now you are
No, no.
going
At
to.
starting, I have a gap. After
Educational
first,
gap.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's say you finished your career, your economic education at
yeah,
2014. Okay. After that, 5 years gap, and then last 3 years you want to try with service now. This is what you are
yes,
saying.
right.
No need to explain it. No. Simple. They will say why this gap came. So you can say I was trying for some government jobs and all something.
Okay.
And you can tell also like I was supporting some family business. That and all. Okay, ma. See,
Okay.
this is very important question, but there is no specific answer. Only how you can cover is if you are technically strong in that particular interview, these and all will be ignored. You are getting it? So let's say
Yes.
you got this interview went for 30 minutes, okay? And in 30 minutes, maybe you answered out of 20 questions, okay, you strongly answered 10, okay, and you tried maybe 3, and then you didn't answer 7. Still, as you strongly answered 10, by the time they will get some impression whether we need him or not need him. If they feel like they need you, they don't see all these gaps and why you went, and all these things can be ignored.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
fine.
So if it is,
Don't see all this. You just sorry, yeah. If it is,
so if it is already established process, incident is already there, change is already there, what kind of implementation can we show?
so see, if change is there, problem is there. So the base image will come how? How the base image will come?
Um,
Will it come with the same compatibility or customizations that how we need it? Means our customer need it?
yeah.
No, right? So, so whatever the customer needed, we will be customizing it. Today, maybe they may come up with see here. Okay. So let's say change management is there. They are coming up with say create a new field called downtime. Okay, so create a downtime, and then once they check the downtime selected, then just give some space, okay, one more field to mention how much is the downtime. By default the downtime is not there, so now you are going to create two fields, okay, true or false field and the text field. Then you create a UA policy, okay, and then you may create one more notification if the downtime is selected and then saved, then send a mail to maybe someone who is implemented the change. See, one by one will come. The definitions will be added. So for everything, who will do all these things? See, don't see every time like a new fresh implementation, fresh implementation. Mainly they will come when it is in operations. Correct? We have a big platform, okay, where many people are using these common applications. Okay. Tomorrow they may need something, they may not need something. So all these new things, operational things will be done by us only.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Yeah. Good. Next, any question, ma? Last question.
Yes, sir, I have one question.
Yes, ma.
Uh, we need to mention our project in detail in the resume, right? So for the detailed explanation, we need a base, strong and looks like a genuine project. No? So
See, names are not required, ma. When it's a genuine project, no project company name, you can just mention a pharma-based company, okay, finance-based company, something you can mention it, okay. But what content you keep under that is very important. See here, if we see here, I don't care about these two lines, ma. Generally, when I interview a person, I don't see this one, okay. But what I see is what his contribution in this 6 months of time. So this selected lines is giving that information, correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes or no? So here, after reading this one, how you are understanding, he is more into process support, that too not development of service now also. He have some incident management tool or something, reporting, cab meetings and all. He was part of a team where it's more non-technical. This is what it is giving,
But
correct?
he did not mention anything about, I mean, about his project, I mean, functionality of the project, no, sir. What are the content?
That's what
He
my
just
yeah,
mentioned
ma,
these
that's what
duties.
my point is. That's what my that is my point also. So how I am getting impression by this line is this one. So how it can be is, okay, let's say I, that's what I said. Okay, so let's say I, okay, let's say the same project. Okay, if maybe what a interviewer will be, or like how it will be more effective, okay, is instead of mentioning like this, so see here, okay, just give me a second. So during the 6 months of time, okay, maybe I'll write like this. Okay, so implementation, okay, let's say incident management implementation. Okay, as part of this implementation I did this. Okay, and then created, okay, 70 catalog items, close to, you can just approximate mine, no need to give, you can say around, you can use that word, around 70 catalog items. Okay, with defined workflows. Okay, okay, and among them created, okay, up to 5 automations, like, okay, user administration, okay, adding user to group, okay, group membership, or like group management, so blah 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 blah. Okay, and involved in, okay, change management enhancements. Okay, uh, change management and configured, okay, 10 notifications, okay, something, okay, 5 business tools. So right now, okay, maybe configured LDAP integration, okay, or maybe configured integration with Jira to get the incident data. What you know, you are framing it. You are making use of them. You are getting advantage from that concepts that you already know. Okay, Jira integration to retrieve, okay, incidents. Okay, and created okay, instead of created, okay, handled our data source import set transform map. Okay, to load the data from external third from other sources of the project. Okay, so then part of agile methodology, okay, lead, track lead, okay, and have the meetings, okay, like attend attend the meetings like stand-ups, okay, review calls, customer review calls, okay, client meetings, manager meeting, all this. So
Can you
you just enhance it. Okay, sorry ma,
can we add story management?
agile
Agile
methodology.
methodology. Okay.
Okay, so see how every, see, many of the lines that I written here, you know it, correct? This is what we covered as part of our training. Maybe you are not 100% confident to speak, but you know it,
Yes, sir.
correct? So if you have a resume like this, it is more like you are exactly hitting it. But if you keep like this, you need to explain what you did it, and again it is not clear. So the resume should be like this when you are explaining a project, what you did for that project. That is very important. So what you know, try to frame like this, and then when you are writing it, your mind will tune, okay, I written this one, then what are the things I need to keep here? I said I did 70 catalog items for 6 months of time. That means for release maybe 3 or 4. Okay, create or enhanced. So then I need to say, my mind will say, if they ask some question here, what I need to answer. Okay, maybe created. So yeah, you will be answering. So from now only you are preparing for interview when you are writing it. Okay, the blunder many people will do is copy paste. Okay, there also they don't get time. Okay, if I ask someone to prepare a resume and then give by end of the day, there also they copy paste and then just send it. Even the resume name also they don't properly give. The resume name should normally give, okay, the person name underscore, okay, what technology it belongs to, like SK underscore fax. SK fax is my name. SK fax underscore service now underscore, okay, maybe 10 years experience, okay, underscore lead. Somehow we need to follow those kind of naming standards of resume also. At least they will give resume underscore one, resume space bracket one, okay. Even they don't give name also. You're understanding it?
Mm.
So all these things will give wrong impression, and also it gives the maturity. Like this is what the candidate maturity. They even don't know how to prepare a resume also. So okay, not commenting it, but you're getting the sense of it, right? What is the expected one?
Yes, sir. For example, the interviewer asks like, okay, explain me about your previous project. Then we need a basic
Yes,
story to connect all these things, no, sir. Like, for example, this project is related to this scheme, and we did we need a connecting, yeah.
correct, no, correct. So that would be my next point actually. Okay, self-introduction as well as project explanation. I will cover it now, but yes, I will answer that
Okay.
question. Okay, so see here for that to answer also, if you have the lines here, it makes more easier, correct?
Mm.
Is that correct or not? So if you have this content or if you have this content, which is good, no? You can simply read it. That is also a project description, correct or not?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
So see, yeah, okay, you are getting it. So yeah, now any question till this point? Yes, no, no. Okay, see, self-introduction, project definition, project explanation, how to okay explain them. Okay, this is more there is no particular way of telling it, but this is more like your preparation, your mind. Only it is your mind. What you know in your mind, you are speaking it. If you don't know means you don't have anything in your mind. Okay, so you anyone maybe two people can, three people can try. Okay, four people can try. In those four people also two female, two male. Okay, now I am giving some clues here. Okay, self introduction, or I will ask you explain about yourself, and you have 3 years of experience, remember? Okay, and you are a developer and you also do support, so the project is a development and support project. Okay, now uh, two clues. Okay, these are the two clues. Okay, and you attended 50 classes, that means you know all the service no topics. So now keeping these particular two things in your mind, two men, two women, just to try how you give. So I will ask you, can you, so who is first? Mrs. D, Miss D, something like that, you can tell who wants to speak. Mrs. L, who called me sometime back. You are there, ma?
Yes, sir.
No. Yes, can you want to try? You want to try?
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, so be ready. Okay, so yeah, hi, can you please give your introduction? Start. L,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
are you starting?
Yes, sir. 1 minute, sir. Some disturbance.
No, please start.
Hi, this is Lavanya. I have 3 years of experience in ServiceNow technology. I started my career in 2019 as a both ServiceNow administrator and developer. And I worked with different clients as an admin and developer. And I have good experience in implementing service catalogs and deploying and configuring business rules. Script includes UI policies, catalog client scripts, and designing new flows and workflows and modifying existing workflow according to new requirement. I am good at script as well with APIs like glide record and glide data, and glide system and glide form, etc. That's it, sir.
Okay, fine. And fine, ma. Thank you, ma. So you are thank you very much, ma. Next, who wants to speak now? Next, you should be very ready, ma. Here, why we are all
So may I
talking.
try?
Your time is yes, ma. Okay. So now I will ask. You can be ready. Okay. So can you please explain
Okay.
yourself?
Hi, my name is Rahul. Currently, I'm working with Systematic Technology as a ServiceNow developer from past 7 months. So my project is related to the development and support both. So we support clients in terms of making the enhancement on the change or the incident form with respect to their upcoming requirement which they have. Apart from that, I'm also involved in the development projects where we go ahead and create multiple catalog tasks that involves the workflow design as well. Um, Apart
Very
from
good.
this, sometime whenever there is a requirement, if there is a new client which is joining with our organization, we go ahead and do the integration part with them. We go and assess their existing system. If they have any ticketing tool or the change management which they follow, we'll check what and how we'll implement in our how and we implement in the service now, and what are the new fields that we need to create. We'll tell them that this field will be created, and this is how their process will be improved with the addition of those fields.
Very good. Okay. How many catalogs you created in your career?
So in service now I'm working from past 3 years, but in right now in this organization I'm working from last 6 months. But if I talk about my whole tenure in the service now domain, I created
How many catalogs you created?
somewhere around 100 to 120.
120. Okay, very good. So, yes, then, yeah. Who wants to speak next? Thank you, ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right. Next one, please. Who wants to speak? Two more people. Come on, ma. Only two people.
Me, sir.
Everyone should come. Okay, fine. So, yeah, could you please explain about yourself?
Thanks for giving me the opportunity to explain myself. My name is Vishal. I have 3.5 years of experience in service development and support projects. I have working experience in major ITC modules like incident, change, problem, and request management. And also I have worked on almost all the core modules of like business rules, client script includes. Also I have experience in working on UI policies, catalog client scripts, the data policies, notifications, service catalog, workflows.
Yeah. So, can you tell me how many business tools you created so far?
Uh, Near about 30, sir.
30 business
Yeah.
tools. Okay. On which table you created the business tool?
Uh, Incident problem. Also, we have created.
Okay. Can you just give me the requirement of the business tool that
Yeah.
you created?
When requirement is that when we create an incident task, then they have to display short descriptions of the incident on that task. Some fields they want to display on the task, incident task.
Hmm. Okay, fine, good, thank you. The last one, who wants to speak, ma? The last one. One more, ma. Last, please. That's it. No one. By this time, you should be ready for interviews also, ma. Normally, I will take interviews here. What do we call it? Mock interviews. Any last one, Mrs. D? You are there
Yes, sir, but I'm not ready.
for introduction.
Yeah, little
You
hesitate.
you need to tell about yourself, ma. Yourself. Okay, let's start. Tell about yourself and what is your experience in service now for last 3 years.
Um, yeah, I have 4 years of experience in service now, which includes um, administration and development. I worked on scripting and both client and server side scripting, wherein We have I have knowledge on business rules, scripting clothes, data policies, UI policies, and also worked on catalog items, order guides, and record producers, along with the workflows and workflow scripting.
What is your role in your current project?
I am an acting lead wherein um, I have people reporting to me, but I am an developer doing.
So you do lead or you do
It
development,
is
or
a
what is the
combination of
percentage
both,
of?
wherein it depends on the criticality. Like in
So for a okay, so what is your release cycle? How many days you have a release?
45 days cycles.
So for one release you take 45 days, sir.
That I'm very not sure. Sir. This.
You are a lead of a project. You don't know how many days for a release.
Mm.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, so now fine. Thanks all. Like thanks four people. Okay, for coming up. At least you spoken. First one, Mrs. L. Okay, you tried it very good. Thank you very much. But you are getting very scared, ma. Your voice is crumbling. I don't know. Okay, maybe you
Yes,
didn't prepare it or you were like first time trying it.
yes,
Okay, even in real time also you will be facing the same thing for first time.
yes, sir.
Consider like yeah, this is your first interview. Okay, but next time you are just speaking with the people only
Okay.
and about yourself
So
only.
because of
Okay, don't
I am little bit scared about language.
nothing, ma. No need at all. Okay, you
Become
just freely speak.
Telugu medium, so
Okay.
that's why.
No, ma. See, I am also Telugu medium. My degree is also Telugu medium.
Yeah.
I don't have money. Okay, degree, not interview.
Okay.
Okay, we are from Telugu medium only.
Okay.
Okay, after after getting my job, after 3 years of doing Satyam job also, I don't know how to speak.
Okay.
Okay, so it is not at all a
I
drawback.
have
The only thing is you
I
need
have
to
answer.
keep on
I
practicing.
have I know answers, sir, but I didn't form a sentence basis
You
answers.
need to practice. Ma. Your mind is not prepared to speak. You need to prepare your mind to speak.
Okay.
Okay, it requires so much of practice.
I know
The
all
only thing is
answers and
practice.
I know everything. What you teach me.
Yes, ma. Yes, yes, ma. Practice.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Be strong. Please practice and start attending interviews.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
The more you attend the interviews, you get those questions. When you face these people, you automatically get rid of all your
Okay,
problems.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And in case if someone wants to support you from our batch, connect with some other girls.
Okay.
Okay. And maybe boy or girl. I don't. You, everyone are good. Okay. Our batch people. So connect with someone, and then you people will take 15 minutes of interview. You ask some question, they will ask some question. Be professional.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say how I am asking you. No, you both can communicate like that. Okay. Let's first you ask it. Then next she will ask it, and then whether it is correct or not, you just speak, and then based on your understanding, based on your capacity, review it. Okay, this answer is right, this answer is wrong, this answer is spoken like this, but it can be uh, spoke it can be delivered in another way also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, we help each other. Okay, let's say everyone can support others and it helps both of you people. Okay, yeah, that's for you. Second one, it was very good. Whoever, I don't know the name, but the second one was very professional, very communicative, and he already prepared how to speak, what to speak. He knows it. Okay, no complaints in that. Third one, again a male. He was also good. Okay, some native language influence is there in his English. Okay, it is not a problem at all in Indian companies. Okay, but you are also good. Last one, yes, she's also good, Mrs. T. But you should be prepared, ma. A release is a 14 days or we normally follow 2 weeks of sprint or release. So for 2 weeks of sprint, you said 45 days, and you said no, you don't know, and you said you are a lead. Okay, so please note all these points.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so self introduction. See, there is no way like this is only the self introduction. You can speak anything. Okay, from the four self introductions, what I heard, this is what I observed it. I can say nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Anyone can speak anything, correct? Today, if I interview 10 people, 10 people give you 10 kind of self introductions. I should not specifically sit like I want only this. If you speak this one only, I will give job, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Only thing is you are telling about yourself, so be confident, be prepared. Okay. So see, I will tell you. Okay, it is not like I'm blaming you people. Now, what are the things we need to prepare from now, ma? You just all speak. Okay. Today we stand here. Okay. From now. Okay. What are the things we need to prepare? Everyone.
Self-introduction.
Self-introduction.
Okay. So about self-introduction. Okay. That's it. Huh? What else?
Roles and
Resume have to be more.
responsibilities.
Okay.
Be
Roles and responsibility, resume description, everything will come here, ma. Okay. What you speak about your career, resume, projects, everything will be part of it. Then next,
Create a story regarding your projects and the experience.
why that is
Because
important?
some in interview they'll ask, what are the projects which you have worked upon? Can you please explain? And what are the
So that is resume description will come.
oh,
Everything will be covered, ma. Projects. Okay. About yourself, what you implemented. Okay. What is Scrum process, everything. Self introduction, first part, resume description, everything about you, about your work. Okay. Then what else we need to prepare?
Cross questions on
uh,
resume.
Let it be, ma. Here it will cover everything. So yeah.
Um,
Next, what else we need to
for
cover?
every topic, we should have at least one scenario in our mind.
So the 50 days of class, what we covered, okay. Be strong on the basics with, okay, the minimum few examples. Correct?
Yes.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
important. Okay. And what else?
need to create multiple catalog items because this is the most interview friendly topic.
Hmm. That is what, like basic strong, and then you need to come up with, see, you may not need to create it, but if you have basic knowledge, you can frame the answers. Okay, like catalogs, and then you can say 10 catalogs, 20 catalogs, maybe 3, 4 automations, workflows. So create it or prepare it, whatever it is. But yeah, this will cover. Correct? It's not only for catalog. No, let's say I will say how many business tools you created. He said 20. I asked one sample. He given some example. I feel oh, okay, good. I didn't ask 20, no? Correct. So whatever the topic is, our not to one specific class. 50 classes, our syllabus you should be very strong in the basics. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
Then what else? Is there anything pending? Is there anything you need to still prepare? Yes, no. You are able to communicate properly, self-introduction. You are able to explain your job. Okay, all the points that you kept it in resume, and then the classes that we attend. Okay, you are 100% confident to speak. So enough. They are enough. Only thing is they need to prepare. That's it. You need to prepare them. You know everything now. Only thing is you need to what do you say, materialize them. This is the only pending thing. Is that correct statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So everyone are clear with this, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
focus on this part now. Okay, this is very now we are done. What we can do, we are done. Okay. If you say 50, it will become 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 also it will come. You get a notes, you get a video. Okay, you get the documentation, everything. But when you prepare it, this is very important. You people are not preparing it. You are just copying the video and you are feeling like okay, one time you see it or practice it and then at least I understood it. But that won't be enough when you start facing the people now. So you understood it. But if I suddenly ask you, okay, didn't I tell for release how many days we normally have a
Yes,
release
sir.
sprint? So you didn't get it because yeah, one time you heard it and then that time you understood it, but you didn't adhere it. You didn't feel like you were a service no developer of a project. That will come when you prepare a resume. Okay, type every word and then understand from here. So let's say I I said one line here. What if I get a question from here? What is my answer? I said data source here, transform map here. From transform map, what are the possible questions? If I get it, how I can explain it? So everything your brain should be prepared. That's where the preparation is. Don't see now, okay, this is covered, that is covered. But for what is covered, are you fine to speak 100%? That is very important. Once you reach to that point, na, then the other things you easily learn it. Okay, out of 20 questions, you may get 3-4 questions where you don't know anything. That 3-4 questions, you go home and then immediately learn about them and then prepare for next interview. This list will keep on add. The improvement will keep on add by more interviews you attend. Clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
one query. Can you please explain the version ka thing? Likewise, if we are applying for a 4 years experience role, what is your first version of ServiceNow that you were using, and all?
Go 8 versions back and then take your version. Na?
So,
What is to explain, ma? What is the question actually? What is your expectation?
no, right now we are in Tokyo, but
You are in Tokyo, so let's say you have 4 years of experience. Then the question is which version of service you
yes,
started
yes,
your career. So Tokyo to last 8 versions. So before Tokyo,
mm,
San Diego. Before
Q,
San Diego, Rome. Before
Quebec,
Rome, Quebec. Before Quebec,
Paris,
or
Paris.
see, right? Paris. So
Okay.
go like this, Madrid.
London.
Okay. London. Okay. New York. So all these things. So somewhere you reach maybe before 7 versions, and then yes, tell about that. I started somewhere here.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Okay. So see now what is how you can tell self introduction is it is not a specific answer, ma. Everyone can speak, but when you are saying self introduction, simply starts like I have this much of okay. Let's say I have 4 years of experience. So, like what I do is like okay, my name is SK Pax. I have 4 years of ServiceNow development knowledge. Okay, like simply like I have total 4 years of experience among 4 years. Okay, from last 3 years I am doing ServiceNow development and administration for this company. Okay, the first year I was with maybe I was a tester. Okay, so this is what my brief introduction. That's it. Enough?
Yes, sir.
That's it. What is else required? Okay. Then they will ask you, okay, so in this current project, or from last 6 months, what you are doing? So what is your latest project? Then in that project, okay, the project is a finance bank and where it is an ITSM. Okay. The main image of this project is ITSM where we support, we implement, we enhance the ITSM image. Okay. We also support HRSM. So as part of that, from last 2 years, we did so many projects. Incident management, we did catalogs, these many created. Okay. And we did so much of automation. We did some portal work, all these things, whatever you are learning, you highlight them with respect to requirement wise, not like a technical. You don't speak like I created a UA policy for it. I created a okay client script for it. You don't go deeper way. You just say higher level way. Then they will ask, okay, so specifically they will start asking questions. Then you can answer them. You are getting it? Yes, even the project also. Okay, let's say if someone asks you what is the project. So as part of this project, okay, from last 8 months I have been working for this project. My role is a senior developer. Okay, and we follow agile methodology. So we have a 2 weeks of sprint or release. So we support all these applications. That's it. And we did this. That's it. Okay. So it is very simple, ma. You are not attended, na. You don't know. That's why you are getting more confused and scariness. But whatever you have the knowledge, whatever you have these topics, streamlined in a way that you assume yourself like you are a developer. From last 3 years you are working for a ServiceNow team, and then start writing your resume. See the content from different resumes, and then apply them here. And then when you are writing it, mold your brain simultaneously says, okay, from here, how I can explain it if they ask some question here. So the data that I written here, from here only I can speak and I can ask 1 hour questions. Correct?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? From this content, I can ask 1 hour questions. I can ask like, okay, what you did here, instant manager. He will tell, okay, we implemented this logic. Then I will ask, wow, how you implemented. Then he will say business tool. Okay. Then I will ask what business tool you written. Then he will say after business tool. I will ask why can't it async business tool. He will just give some justification. Then I will say what is the drawback of async business tool. Okay. can currently will work on async business rule. So I will start dragging every question from it. So that's why what you are writing is very important and you should have better control here. It's not like just writing 5 pages, 6 pages and just copy paste it. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. And also mold answers also, like what you want to speak, this will give you more. Whatever you are writing here is automatically proportional to what you need to speak in interviews. That's it. There is no something. So there is no separate uh, syllabus defined here. Okay, so now I will end here. Any questions for this part? Resume. Okay, speaking here, introduction, projects. So on this context, any questions must shoot out now. All the questions. We didn't cover any subject today, but this part at least we
Sir,
will cover it.
sir, when you're speaking to, let's say there is a meeting and there is an architect in the call,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of questions can you ask?
Depend on the context more. What is the relation between me and the architect? Architect will
Working
get the data
working on the same
requirement.
project.
I will.
Mhm.
Architect is my architect. So what is the relationship between an architect and a developer here is it's like a fish and water. Okay. So you will get the requirement, create a story. That story will be assigned to the developer. Then the developer will see the story, technical design, and he will understand before he start developing it, he should get a complete control of it. What is the requirement? What I need to develop. So if you have any questions, you will check with architect. Why this line is written like this? I didn't understand. Can you please explain it? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
no?
he's the one who brings the requirements from client.
Correct. That's where architect is, no?
Okay.
Okay, Scrum Master or architect. So now, same
Sir, is
question.
architect
So
same
what
as
is the
consultant?
what is
Is
that?
architect role is same as consultant?
Uh, Seema, the answer is yes. The answer is no.
Okay, sir.
Okay. In India, the projects is like if you're a senior, na, where you say 10 years to 15 years experience, if you have strong knowledge, they give you one position. They will call you as a consultant and an architect or something. But the work that you do may define. Once you step into the project, now you may do whatever it is required. Maybe you may need to solve the incident also. Okay, it depends. Okay, so architect, the meaning of architect is like strong technical SME. That's where the architect is. Generally, consultant means he's also strong, but his job profiles require like he do more R&D, do more POCs, and get the demos prepared, and then give the demos to client and get the business. Okay, architect is also kind of similar, but you focus more like it's a ongoing running project. Consulting is like more getting more new projects. So it always changes, ma. We can't define exactly 100%. This is what he, this is what he. Correct? Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Next question,
Sir,
please. On this
what are the
yes, no.
day-to-day activity of a developer?
Day-to-day activities are yes. We will be starting our day with the stand-up meeting. Okay. Stand-up meeting for development projects. There is something called stand-up meeting. Okay. Everyone aware of the stand-up meeting? No. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is no, why it is called a stand-up meeting is also having some logic. No. Okay. So in the meeting, this is only our internal meeting. Everyone will attend it. And as the name says, stand-up meeting. Generally, we need to stand and then discuss the items. Generally, one board will be there. We will discuss it. What is your current work? What you did yesterday? What you are going to do today? Okay. These three things will be discussed there. And it's a roundup. Everyone will discuss. Okay. So someone will note it down and send a notes to everyone. Like yesterday this was done. Today you are going to do this one. By end of the day, the expectation is you will be completing this one. Okay. This is what the stand-up meeting. Correct? Everyone clear? First one.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it same
Then
as Scrum call?
why Scrum call? You can't equalize Scrum call with stand-up meeting. Stand-up meeting is very very short.
Okay.
Scrum call, Maybe the Scrum call definition is something like the Scrum Master or an architect is assigning the stories to you. That time the Scrum call, the meaning of Scrum call is like I am going to assign the story. So the story is for this one, and I given the technical description this one. Okay, you need to do this one. So if you have any questions, review and
Okay,
reply.
sir.
That is more specific like Scrum management. Okay, but stand up is like a team meeting. Simple. Okay, we have 5 people. What you are doing today? What you did yesterday? By end of the day, what is the output? That's it. Clear? Scrum meeting will be once in a week, but stand up is daily meeting.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now in the stand up meeting, why they call it stand up? Why can't say they round up meeting or daily meeting? Why they given the name as stand up meeting? Anyone know about it? There is a purpose here. Sorry?
Everybody gets a turn.
Everybody gets stand, huh?
Or gets a turn to speak.
They can sit and speak.
Yeah, it is a short form of meeting, like 15 minutes or something like that.
See,
So they will get all the overview of all the requests and other things which are going on, and how much it is done or something like that. And what are the next priorities
correct.
for the teams, like who is
That is
working.
also correct. That is also so whatever the definitions that you are telling is a definition of a meeting
Yeah,
also.
but
Uh,
meeting it can be extended like 1 hour also, right? But it is only for 15 minutes or
so
10 minutes, and after that, everyone go to
who
their.
said? We daily have the stand-ups and we discuss 1 hour. My stand-up will go to 1 hour.
Oh,
See,
okay.
okay, it should be short. That's what the
Yeah.
expectation. Generally, if people sit and speak, they can easily arams sit for 1 hour. But when you stand, they don't have patience to stand
Yeah,
long.
but here all the
That's
calls are
why,
like by
uh,
sitting on the place only, everyone will do the meetings.
correct. So that's why, no, if this in India, no, we don't
Yeah.
stand. That's where the problem is. But if you go to Ireland or kind of UK, US and
Yeah,
all,
I saw
if
that
it is
thing.
stand-up
I saw
meeting,
that thing.
yeah, if it is stand-up meeting, everyone have to stand, and that too, they are not at their desks. They will go to a meeting room or they will go to a board where it is like this. Okay, so they will write and then they will discuss and then discuss. That's it. As short as possible, and that to stand up. So if you stand, you can't discuss long. That's where the meeting purpose is. That's why they make it a stand-up meeting. To make it short, we make it to stand and then discuss. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then once the stand-up meeting is done, everyone disperse. They will do their work. Okay. And then what work they do? They do their stories. If it is a developer, he will be assigned with 2, 3 stories. Okay. He will be working on it. So he will be doing update sets, import sets, everything updates. He will start capturing it. He will do the development. He will test it. Move to testing. Send a mail to UAT people. Okay. Or internally coordinate. So it is like 5 people are working on 20 stories. You just imagine it. That's it. So they will speak internally. If someone have an issue, they will ask the other person. If something needed to be done, everyone will gather and then discuss it. So you can't, when you don't have a job now, you will see one man perspective. When you are in a team, you are not at all a one man perspective. You are into the team, so that activities will go in a different mode way. You're understanding, ma? So let's say I give you one assignment to everyone. You sit by alone, and then you are developing it. That time your mind situation is one. Okay, so I can I do, can I not do, okay, what if I start, that way you think. But I ask 5 people to sit together in a room and then I give the same as 5 assignments, then will you just to go to your corner and do, or you just combinedly do? How the environment will be?
Environment will be like messed up also. It's possible, or you can.
Let it be
Yeah.
messed up. It won't be messed up because you all have your own
Yes.
stories. Not 5 stories will be assigned to 5 people. One story
Okay.
to
Okay. In
5 people, no?
that case, it's fine. If 5 people are working on one
Correct.
thing, then it will get messed up.
Then it's a messed up. Yeah. So each one have your own story. You do sometime job, you speak some nonsense, okay, some jokings, and if someone get stuck, he will go to some other person. So if I completed a development, I will go to QA and then say this is what I did. I will just show and then I will tell, I move it, test it. So this is more like this is how the jobs are. The day-to-day activities are stand-up meeting, okay, running the work with agile process, weekly internal meeting, Okay, weekly client meeting, maybe a scrum meeting, all these things. And 14th day release, working on tickets, working on incidents, working on stories. That's your roles and responsibilities and day-to-day activities also. Clear, ma? Yes, no? Is that the expected answer, or did I miss something? Maybe you are expecting something else. Anything you are expecting, ma, to answer, please? Don't hesitate, ma. These are very important for you. Please ask. Okay, good. Next question. Last question for today.
Sir, after stand-up meeting, what we do, sir?
You just go to your seat and then start working on your work, ma. That's it. Generally, we finish the stand-up, okay, and then we run for lunch
Okay, sir. And
So one question.
because our shift starts at 12 o'clock. 12 to 12:30, we don't open the laptops. Okay, we go to each every person and then say hi, bye, and everything, and then connect at 12:30. Okay, we'll look our watch for 1 o'clock, and then we'll run for 1 o'clock. Finish the lunch, roam, and then come and open the laptop, and then do your work. That's it.
sir,
Yes, ma'am. What is the question here? After,
I have a question.
see, you have your stories, sir. In 14 days of time, you need to complete your 3-4 stories. So for that, you will be doing development, you will be checking with testers, sending UAT email. Okay. So, and all these activities you do, that's where you do after stand up. That's it.
Sir, I have a question.
doing on a daily basis, or it's something like we do weekly or at the time of completing the
Stand
sprint?
up is daily, ma'am.
No,
Stand
sir,
up is daily.
testing.
So see, testing is not that is also daily. Out of 20 stories that we have it for 14 days of time, I do development today one. I immediately move to test. The testers will test it, and then all simultaneously we also ask UAT people to test it.
Not
So it's
moved,
also a daily
not
activity.
moved to production. We wait until 14 days because the change request needs to be raised.
No, on 14th day we will be moving to production. Yes, till the time they will be in test only.
So one question.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
they ask to mentor developers, junior developers, what
Correct.
can we do?
We will mentor it. What is the question, ma'am? Senior person will mentor junior. So mentoring in the sense, okay, he have one story. Okay, so let's finish first. He will ask us, Anna, what is this? We will tell, okay, do this, do this, do this. He will try. If he's stuck, he will come to us, and then say, I got stuck. We will help him. Okay, and maybe if once he finished it, our QA people, senior people, will review the code, review the configuration once, and then say yes. That's what the mentor is.
Okay.
It's not like SKFX class. Teach and then do it, and then say, yeah, yes, ma'am. Got it, right? Got it, right?
Yep.
Correct, correct.
Next, last
Next,
question,
last
please.
question.
Sir,
Sure,
if we put
As you said,
years of experience,
Two questions. One male, one female.
One female. Yeah, let's start with male.
yes, in the async business rule, you said your current will not work. I didn't get that. What exactly?
That is the, see, current means where you are. Current representing what? Current record, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes. So I am clicking this particular one from problem record. So problem record that is current record, and async business rule script is running separately in the background. So there, how current will work? Because the job is split into two. So there,
Okay,
if you
okay.
have anything called current, then it won't be identified. That's what current and previous will not work in async.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, ma. Now the female person, ma.
Yes, question.
Yes, question.
sir, like if we want to put only 3 years of experience, still where we can put it, like up to administrator or developer, integrations, like till where we can put it in the resume.
Whatever
Whatever
we
we
cover
covered, try to keep all of them, ma.
is,
Mm.
is
This
fine
is
for
fine
3 years.
for 3 years.
Only thing is
Only
you need to
thing is you
speak
need to speak
confidently,
confidently
more
with more
examples.
examples. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
Apart from ServiceNow and Jira, is there any other tools where developers use in their day-to-day activities?
Even we don't use Jira service in ServiceNow only. We can manage the story management. Okay. Let's say for story management we are using Jira, then yes, we use Jira. But apart from these two, what other tools we use it depends on the complete company and project. So in my company, maybe for user provisioning, we have separate tool. Okay, we have Active Directory. So depends. Plenty of tools will be there.
Okay, sir.
You got it,
Okay,
no?
sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah. So yes, next question. Any questions related to resume and interviews, kind of how to speak? You are all clear now. What is the expected thing? The only thing is you need to prepare well. But any questions with respect to this context? Yes, ma'am. Any questions? No questions. Okay, fine. So
Sir, one last
that's it
question.
for today. Yes, ma'am.
When
Please.
can we have a one-to-one meeting, like a mock interview, complete full interview?
Tomorrow is the last class, so tomorrow we can have a mock interview, ma'am.
After that, we cannot contact you, sir?
No, ma'am. I will be switching off. I will be available, ma'am. Okay. Where I will
So,
go? The
okay.
group will be there. Okay, we will be there. And whenever you have any questions, you post me, ping me, call me. I will be answered.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. When I say one-to-one mock interview is something like, okay, I can't take for all 70 people, right? And that too, if I want to take tomorrow, you are not available, you are not ready. So when you will be ready?
I will ping. Yeah, I will ping you when I'm ready, sir.
That time I can take it more. We can have one more call, okay? Maybe not like weekdays, but weekends, 2 hours session, okay? And maybe 15 minutes I can cover for maybe 10 to 15 interviews.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that way I can take it. Yes.